Good afternoon, folks. This afternoon, I have discussion B for you. We are discussing um, lifestyle oriented senior housing developments are raising rising because they shift longevity from simply living longer to living better, emphasizing purpose, connection, learning, and holistic well-being. That's what we're discussing today for B. So please join me for today's presentation. Sit back and enjoy, please. Okay, lifestyle oriented senior housing developments are arising because they shift longevity from simply living longer to living better, emphasizing purpose, connection, learning, and holistic well being. Why this trend is emerging. Several forces are pushing senior housing toward lifestyle driven models rather than traditional care only facilities. A rapidly aging population. The number of people aged 80 plus is expected to triple between 2020 and 2050, creating demand for environments that support not just safety but meaningful living, a desire for active, engaged aging. Many older adults want opportunities to learn, socialize, and stay physically active, not simply reside in buildings with medical support. Communities like Broadview Senior Living at Purchase College integrate lectures, concerts, and campus life directly into daily living. A shift in what retirement means. Today's seniors, especially boomers and Gen X, expect autonomy, enrichment, and choice. They are redefining retirement as a phase of reintervention, not withdrawal. Holistic models already proven abroad. U.S. developers are borrowing from European and Asian models that blend housing, healthcare, and social programming to support aging in place and community connection. What lifestyle oriented senior housing looks like. These developments go beyond housing and include integrated wellness, fitness classes, walking trails, water aerobics, and preventative health programs, lifelong learning, partnerships with universities, on site lectures, arts programs, and skill building workshops, social infrastructure, clubs, volunteer opportunities, intergenerational programs, and communal gathering spaces, holistic support, accessible health care, mental health services, case management, and transportation. Designed for independence, accessible layouts, smart home technology, and environments that reduce fall risk and support mobility. These features make longevity feel purposeful, giving residents daily opportunities to grow, contribute, and stay connected. Why this makes longevity more meaningful. The core idea is that longer life should come with higher quality of life, style oriented communities aim to combat isolation, one of the biggest threats to older adults' mental and physical health. Honor seniors, accumulated wisdom and experience, positioning them as active participants rather than passive recipients of care. Support aging in place, which many seniors prefer, through modifications and integrated services. Create environments where older adults can thrive, not just survive. Officials and developers emphasize that the goal is not simply to build more units, it's to build holistic ecosystems that help seniors stay healthy, active, and socially engaged. The bigger picture. Lifestyle oriented senior housing is part of a broader cultural shift. Longevity is no longer measured only in years, but in meaning. As communities adapt, the focus is moving toward environments that help older adults live with purpose, connection, and dignity. Okay, guys, here's the second part of the show for B. Retirement communities, tiny homes, villages, the top well-being trends shaping senior living in 2026. Center on whole person wellness, personalization, purpose, nurture, purpose, nutrition, brain health, functional movement, and community connection and proactive engagement. Below is a clear, evidence based synthesis of 10 defining trends emerging across senior living communities in 2026, grounded in the latest industry reporting. One, all purpose, all person well being becomes the standard. Senior living shifting from fitness and meals to integrated physical, emotional, and social, spiritual, cognitive, and environmental well being. Thriving, not just aging, is the new expectation. Person, personalized, self directed wellness. Residents want autonomy and customization, including tailored fitness paths, nutrition plans, and residential driven clubs. Near 90% of residents say offerings should reflect personal preferences. 2. Personalized, self directed wellness. Residents want autonomy and customization, including tailored fitness paths, nutrition plans, and residential driven clubs. Nearly 90% of residents say offerings should reflect personal preferences. Purpose and meaning over novelty. Older adults increasingly prioritize deep, relationship meaningful activities and opportunities to contribute. Engagement is shifting from passive participation to co creation. Nutrition as identity connection and medicine. Food is now a top driver of well being. Trends included personalized nutrition, brain healthy diets, culturally meaningful menus, and community building culinary experiences. Brain health and lifelong learning. Communities are expanding cognitive wellness, including memory supportive programs, mindfulness, and continuous learning to build emotional resilience and mental clarity. Functional fitness and sustainable movement. Fitness is shifting toward mobility, balance, fall prevention, and confidence. With low impact options like Tai Chi, water aerobics, and strength training for daily living. Social connection and community integration. Senior clubs, intergenerational programs, and interest based micro communities are expanding to combat isolation and strengthen belonging. 8. Sleep science and recovery. Communities are adopting advanced sleep strategies tailored to older adults, recognizing sleep as a foundational to cognitive and physical health. Wellness as an enterprise strategy. Well being is no longer the department, it's a core operational strategy influencing occupancy, longevity, and resident satisfaction. Communities are measuring engagement, vitality, and emotional well being alongside clinical indicator. The top well being trends shaping senior living in 2026 center on whole person wellness, personalization, purpose, nutrition, brain health, and functional movement, community connection, and proactive engagement. Whole person well being becomes the standard. Senior living is shifting from fitness and meals to integrated physical, emotional, and social, spiritual, connective, or cognitive, cognitive and environmental well being. Thriving is not just aging, it's the new expectation. Food is now a top driver of well being trends, including personalized nutrition, brain healthy diets, culturally meaningful menus, and community building culinary experience. Brain health and lifelong learning. Communities are expanding cognitive wellness, including memory supportive programs, mindfulness, and continuous learning to build emotional resilience and mental clarity. Functional fitness and, and sustainable movement. Fitness is shifting toward mobility, balance, fall prevention, and confidence with low impact options like Tai Chi, water aerobics, and strength training for daily living, social connection, and community integration. Using data and AI enhanced tools, communities are now shifting from reactive calendars to anticipatory engagement, surfacing activities based on residents' preferences and wellness signals. Okay, guys, that's B for you. I'm going to go take a little break and I'll be back on with C in a bit. So, see everybody in a bit for shows.